For 20 years, this majestic cougar was chained to a truck, beaten, starved, and forgotten. What happened next will break your heart, and you won't believe how his story ends. Hit that like button so we can share Musafa's fight for freedom with the world. For more than 20 years, Musafa's life had been bound by cruel iron chains, fastening him to a rusted, weather-beaten truck. He had never known the gentle touch of grass beneath his paws, nor the wild exhilaration of chasing prey through thick undergrowth. His world was confined to a cramped, dimly lit room, a prison where he endured endless beatings and learned to suffer in silence. Then, one day, news of Musafa's suffering reached the ears of a compassionate animal welfare organization. The moment they heard his story, the team knew they had to act swiftly to rescue this magnificent creature from a life of torment. For months, they worked tirelessly, strategizing, planning, and gathering irrefutable evidence to bring justice to Musafa's tragic case. Finally, their unwavering dedication bore fruit. Supported by growing public outrage, they convinced the authorities to shut down the abusive circus once and for all. The law stood firm. No living being should be condemned to such misery. As the circus tents came down, the cruel chains that had bound Musafa for decades were finally removed. He was free from the suffocating grip of captivity. But freedom for Musafa did not mean returning to the wild he had never truly known. Years of confinement had dulled his hunting instincts, erasing the skills needed to survive in nature. Yet, Animal Rights International refused to let his story end in sorrow. They built a vast, carefully designed sanctuary that mirrored his natural habitat, a place where Musafa could roam safely, stretch his weary limbs, and feel the sun's warmth on his fur. When he first stepped into his new home, his amber eyes reflected both uncertainty and cautious curiosity. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as Musafa slowly explored the boundaries of his newfound freedom. Little by little, he discovered life's simple joys, splashing in a sparkling pond, basking in the golden glow of sunset, and gazing at the endless night sky filled with stars. Though he had lost the best years of his life to captivity, Musafa finally experienced a taste of the peace, dignity, and happiness that had been denied him for far too long. Musafa finally found peace after decades of suffering, but his journey raises one question I'd love to hear your thoughts on. Do you believe an animal born in captivity can ever truly experience freedom? Share your answer in the comments. I read every single one.